Hey everyone, this is David McBee with the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We were getting ready to start our second game of the day here on the TLSN as Salem and the Mountain Home Bombers, fourth grade teams, getting ready to play each other. Mountain Home took the victory 28-8 in our first game of the day here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We're so glad to have each and every one of you guys joining us as the Bombers right now taking the field. Of course, the Bombers coached by Dallas Blaisdell, Kyle Clements, Wayne Shaw. So we're going to mute the mics just for a minute since they got a lot of music playing. We don't want to get kicked off YouTube. Now here we go, second game of the day.
We're looking for some willing participants to assist us on the chains for this ball game this morning.
Looks like they're getting some members of the chain gang, trying to get some volunteers.
If we do not have a chain gang.
So hopefully they'll get that squared away fairly quickly. Fourth grade game here. So we'll be starting up in just a minute. Of course, appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in here in the Twin Lakes Sports Network. It's fun to see these young athletes. Fourth grade game, numbers should be a little bit easier to read. These players are a little bit bigger than the game we had last time. Joey had to step out for a minute, so I am one-man banding it right now. He'll be back shortly. And looks like they got a volunteer lined up, so we should be getting started off pretty quickly. So here we go. The Bombers and the Greyhounds. We're getting ready to get started. First play of the game, handoff to the Bombers. Run to the side. Nice play by the Greyhound defense. Looks like that was number 3, Parrish McIntyre with the run. So going to be loss of 2, second and 12. Hopefully everyone is hearing us well out there. Hopefully everyone's able to see. Be sure to comment. Let us know how the sound is. Also, if the video is coming through okay. We did have some technical difficulties during the third grade game. Hopefully those have been worked out. Okay, here come the Bombers under center. 2 in the backfield. Flip to the outside. Trying to break a tackle there. And gets back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be a 3rd and 10. So it looks like going to be a gain of 2 yards. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Of course, they start on the 25-yard line. We don't have kickoffs here in fourth grade football. Of course, I want to thank our sponsors, Clay Maxey Chevrolet, and then they're our primary scoreboard sponsor for this event, and appreciate them reaching out to us. We're excited to cover some Bomber football here at Bomber Stadium, seeing the Bombers of the future right here, and we're getting to see them courtesy of Clay Maxey Chevrolet. So 3rd and 10. A 2 in the backfield. We're just going under center here. Nice fake, wide open. He's got a little room to the outside. Cuts back and is tackled and wrapped up.
Sawyer Wilson on the quarterback keeper takes it across midfield.
Nice play there.
Right down to the 47-yard line. That's good enough for a Mountain Home Bomber. First down.
And a first down for the Bombers. Nice little fake pitch and then wrap around to the outside. So with 7:12 left here in the first quarter, Bombers on the move. On my roster, I have Ethan Drake as number 2 on this team. But our announcer said something different, so I'll go get with Dylan. See if I can figure out what's going on there. A little bit of room to the outside. Again, breaking a tackle. Nice run. And that's going to be another Bomber first down. That's number 3, Parrish McIntyre. He's already had a couple decent runs here in the first quarter.
That's good enough for a Mountain Home Bomber.
So a Bomber first down, ball now on the 36-yard line. Nice drive, opening drive here. By this 4th grade Bomber squad. Moving the ball pretty good. There's a handoff, trying to get to the outside. It's gotten a little bit of room. Breaks the tackle.
Handoff to Bombers number 33, Parrish.
So McIntyre with another good run.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Looking better.
Right down by Greenhouse number 24, Brady Cox, 2nd and 7.
That's going to be a 2nd and 7 now for the Bombers here in this opening drive. Of course, 3rd grade game, the Bombers had a big one. They took it 28-8 in our opener. Of course, those people tuning in too, let us know if you're how the video sounds, how the video looks. We did have some technical difficulties the first game. Hopefully, I think Joey's trying to work that out. So, ball is on the ground, off the pitch. Let's see who recovered it. Looks like the Bombers managed to save it.
Ball on the play recovered by the Bombers. The resulting play is a loss of 3 yards.
So it's going to be a loss of 3 yards. So now 3rd and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage.
Made some adjustments, Dave. I think we got an encoder that's going out on us.
After 250 games, it's due some of this equipment.
Yeah.
Now stiff arm to the outside. It's got a little room. That's McIntyre. And he's going to almost gets around the corner. He goes out of bounds. Parrish McIntyre off to a big start here in this 4th grade game. Yeah, we probably got a lot of new parents that are tuning in that might not have ever been on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Guys, this is an interactive broadcast. So we want to see your comments in the chat. So let us know, you got a player you're cheering for. What team are you cheering for? Are you here cheering for Mountain Home or are you cheering for Salem? We would love to read your comments here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. This ain't like one of those shows where we just do the play-by-play. We like to interact with the fans online as well.
That's right. You guys, wherever you're at watching, you make it exciting for us being able to interact with you. So, put a shout out, one of the players. Maybe a family member that's here.
First down, Bombers looking to throw it. Ball up in the air. Jump ball almost caught just off the fingertips.
Sawyer Wilson's pass is incomplete. Ball play is 2nd down and 10 on the 22-yard line.
So the pass incomplete. That was number 8, Sawyer Wilson, making the throw. But I got to say, I'm very impressed. Like this morning we got here, they had a press packet ready. I mean, we're not used to this. The games we do for Cotter, Yellville, Flippin', you know, usually I'm having to scramble to get a roster. All right, looking to throw it again. Ball in the air, wide open man in the corner. Nice pass and catch, first down. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where it's marked.
Sorry, I was adjusting one of our mics. I may have missed that.
That was a beautiful pass there in the corner. Oh, looks like there's a penalty marker on the field, so that's coming back. Face mask against the Bombers. So personal foul, so the beautiful pass is not going to count. It's coming back.
I missed that, but ball's coming back.
Yeah, it's going to end up not counting anyway, Joey. So
all right. I was just setting up a mic here. Maybe we can pick up a little bit of the crowd noise. An attempt to, anyways.
Second and 23 from the 35-yard line.
So it's going to be second and a mile, 23 yards. All now on the 35-yard line. Tobias says, let's go fourth grade Bombers. He says it sounds great.
Sounds good.
So, hey, we got the Tobias stamp of approval now, so we're gold.
How's the video, Tobias?
Number 33, Paris McIntyre.
That's McIntyre, who's been a workhorse on this drive.
Third down and 28.
It's looking like the jitters are gone.
I don't know if Tobias knows. I used to actually be his neighbor.
Really?
Yeah. I lived in Gassville over on Sunshine Avenue, and my son actually used to mow his yard.
Okay.
I actually had to, well, I'll put it this way. My son was supposed to mow his yard, but he's like, Dad, I need help, so I ended up mowing most of it. So I've actually mowed Tobias's yard before, so.
Did he do a good job? That's why I know. Tobias?
I probably cut it too short, so.
And the summer when it's real hot, you want to put that mower blade up on the highest setting, 4.
Yeah,
that's what mine
I'm pretty
is.
sure I was on a 1. Here's third and 28. Another pitch to the outside. Good pursuit by the Greyhounds.
So you were attempting to save them money is what you're doing.
Yeah, I was trying to help.
You didn't have to cut it as often.
Help him out a little bit, so. Good defensive play there by the Greyhounds. Going to force a fourth down as the clock runs out. We're already through the first quarter here. So fast-moving first quarter.
Let us know if you can hear the crowd a little bit better. We did put another mic up, trying to pick up a little bit of the crowd noise. Up here in this booth, it kind of shelters some of that crowd noise. And, of course, our headsets picks up what's in front of it.
Well, we're going to run a quick thing. Let's thank one of our sponsors. Here's Clay Maxey Chevrolet.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
Getting ready to start the second quarter here at Bomber Stadium. Fast-moving game here. Of course, 10-minute quarters. As the Bombers had a good drive going, kind of stalled. They had a face mask, personal foul penalty that kind of pushed them back a little bit. So now Salem going to go on the offense for the first time.
Salem will take over first and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Looks like
sorry about that. Forgot I was not muted there. Cleared my
So here
Cleared my
comes
throat.
Salem getting set up in the shotgun. They got two in the backfield, one under center. Quick handoff. Number 24 gets a little room, gets around the corner, makes a lot of contact. Nice run, first down. That's Cox with the nice run.
Brought down by Bombers number 30, Grady Lance. The yardage is enough for a Greyhound first down.
So it's going to be a Greyhound first down. So now, guys watching online, we know Tobias, he's a big Bomber fan. Well, what about the rest of you? Are you guys watching for the Bombers or the Greyhounds? You know, we got to get some people. See, they're not used to being able to chat. Of course, a lot of them are here. If you look at it, we got a great crowd that has come out for today's football game.
Yeah, let's show. Got a second. Got a big crowd.
Which would be cool because that way the kids can go back and watch this game at any time.
That's right.
But Cox with a good run for the first play for the Greyhounds to start off this second quarter. It's going to be a handoff. Nice penetration, big hit. He was laying the smackdown on that one.
And off to Greyhounds number 16, Cole Thiel.
That was Thiel with the run. Trying to get the number on that. It's still hard.
Brought down by.
I'm about to wait on Dylan Conley, get those young eyes.
Cooper Sanders of the Bombers.
It was Cooper Sanders. Thank you, Dylan Conley. Cooper Sanders on the tackle.
Second down and 11.
He said, "You will get nothing and like it" on that play.
From the 25-yard line.
So now ball on the 25-yard line. Going to be second down and 11. Two in the backfield. Quarterback keeper. He's got a little bit of room, and he's forced out of bounds. It's number 18, Galt. So a couple good offensive plays to start off for the Greyhounds.
32-yard line.
So now ball to the 32-yard line.
What a difference between third and fourth grade on the size of these kids. I mean, we can see these numbers a lot better.
Yeah. I mentioned that earlier. I was like, yeah.
It's a big difference.
When we get to sixth grade, I'm going to feel a lot more confident. The first game's tough. It's early in the morning. It's, 9 o'clock in the morning. We're still partially half asleep.
9 o'clock, yeah, well, that's the game. 8 o'clock, we were up here just before 8 starting to set up. So, yeah, early morning. Your eyes still aren't, fully awake.
7:13 to go here in the second quarter. Quick handoff. Flags all over the field.
And off to Greyhounds number 24, Brady Cox.
As they give it to Cox.
And we apologize about the clock. We don't have the time up. We had to switch out an encoder. One of them was on the fritz, so we're down to.
That was the cause of our little jitterbug in the first game.
Yeah, we had to figure it out. We weren't sure what was going on. Thought, well, maybe it's the internet at first, but.
It's going to be a personal foul on Salem, 15-yard penalty. So it looked like what was going to be a short third down is now going to be third and a mile.
But once we got in here and started narrowing things down, we found out we had an encoder going out.
For those tuning in, I think next game, Joey, we're going to try streaming on YouTube and Facebook, both.
I think we should.
Yeah, we're going to try it now that we figured out. We wasn't sure what was causing the jitterbugs, so that's why we went YouTube only. But we're going to test doing both streams on both.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of people here new to seeing us. They may not have watched our games, but go check us out on YouTube. We got a lot of games. Yellville, Cotter, Flippin'. We've got history on our page. Dave's done a good job getting games over there. We have 5 years worth of games stored. Over 250 games. We got probably closer to 270-ish now. What would you say? Because we passed 250.
Yeah, I kind of lost count. I have a little sheet that keeps track of it. When I get that caught up, I bet you, we'll go over 300 easily this year. So, of local sports coverage.
That's right.
Too.
And what's cool about having those games on there on YouTube is a lot of these kids go back, especially after they graduate. This summer, man, we had a lot of kids going back on watching, sending us messages, thanking us that they were able to go back and see their high school games.
That's going to be a penalty
Ball start against the Bombers.
Against the Bombers.
Remains first down.
So it's going to remain first down.
First and 15 from the
First and
45-yard
15.
line.
A few more penalties in this game. Third grade game was a very clean game, very well coached by both teams. For third grade, the level that both teams were playing at, very impressive. Now this fourth grade, first and 15, still about 5 minutes left. It's been a defensive battle. I said earlier it was going to be a slobber knocker, and it has turned into a slobber knocker.
There are extra duties down there for the referee. Down there tying up some shoes. Good job.
That's hard to tie your shoes when you got all those pads on.
Yeah. Be hard. Well, my problem is my stomach bending over.
There's a handoff. Good defensive penetration again by Salem.
I am trimming down, though.
And off the Bombers, number 33, Paris McIntyre.
Low-carb diet.
So I got some McIntyre tackled in the backfield.
Second and 19.
So now going to be 2nd and 19. Of course, those people watching, reach down. If you got a family member playing, you just reach down and hit that share button. You can share it to Facebook, and that way you might have family members all across the country that if they can't be here to watch it in person, they can watch it from their home. So you can tag in a family member. There's Bombers in the huddle calling the play. Coach Dallas Blaisdell. Under 4 minutes now left here in this fourth grade game. And Bombers got 2 in the backfield. 2 wide. Quarterback keeper gets to the outside and is started to have a pretty good hole open up there, but it was closed quickly.
Right out by number 24, the Greyhounds, Brady Cox.
That's the thing with these Pee Wee games, Joey. You get to the outside. If you can just get around the corner, you're pretty much gone. So that's why you'll see a lot of these plays. They're not going to run up the middle and all that. Usually it's like just get to the outside, then you can go to the house. So it's going to be now 3rd down and 15.
We did see a good run in the third grade game where it went up kind of up the middle. Kid was looking into the holes, did that spin and juke. That was pretty cool to see. They were even throwing the ball.
We've had one completed pass call back here. And Salem just really getting good penetration on that offensive line. They're going to push it back now. It's going to be a 4th down and about 20.
Hand off to Bombers number 26, Bentley Shaw.
That was to number 26, Bentley Shaw.
4th down. The Bombers have elected to punt.
So the Bombers are going to punt, so we're going to get to see a punt in this one. And when their punt is, they don't actually, in Pee Wee ball, they don't actually punt. They actually walk it back and consider a punt would go this distance. So they're going to move the ball to the 30-yard line. So Salem's going to get the ball. 2:06 left here in the first half. In a scoreless fourth grade game, it's been a defensive battle. Of course, appreciate all these great sponsors that have come out, a lot of parents, family members, big crowd from both teams. Salem, of course, big-time football town in Salem, so they love their football over there in Greyhound country. So now Greyhound's going to see if they can punch one in here as the clock down under 2 minutes. Clock is running. Salem coach calling the play. Quarterback keeper, he's running to the outside, tries pitching and ball's on the ground. Alert play there
Bubble on the play recovered by Salem.
by number 24 Cox just to get up on top of it. That could have been a huge opportunity for the Bombers. As the clock continuing to wind down here at Bomber Stadium.
Holding against the Greyhounds, the penalty is declined.
So it's going to be a holding against the Greyhounds. What's the call? So the penalty was declined by the Bombers. So now Salem on 2nd and 14. They're looking to throw. Fortunately, the quarterback, he was his running back ran into him while he was getting ready to throw it, so a little confusion on the play. 18 Galt was getting ready to gun it. So now it's going to be 3rd down. The Bombers seeing if they can get a stop here.
Timeout, Salem.
So Salem's going to call a timeout. 34 seconds left here in the second quarter here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.
This is their first timeout of the first half. They will have 2 remaining.
First timeout. We'll be back in just a minute here on TLSN.
Are you ready?
Of course, thank you again to all those great sponsors that help bring local sports to our youth, and then also allows us to be able to stream it. We're very appreciative that they reached out, and kind of honored that they would ask us to come and present this. So there's a pass, beautiful pass, and it's complete. And that's number 9, Wiseman. Nice pass catch. He almost took it all the way. It's going to be a Salem first down. So the Greyhounds call another timeout as they show they can throw it in the air. Beautiful pass. And another timeout here on the TLSN. We'll be right back.
It didn't feel
Right,
like
back
it.
to action on the field. Sorry, Joey.
I said, so one of the guys texted and said, we're crushing it. I said, it sure didn't feel that way the first game.
First game was a little
was
rough.
rough.
That's probably the roughest game we've had for a while. I know we've had some crazy ones at the Arvest tournament.
Yes.
Number 2040, the outside, flags everywhere. Cox tries to get around the corner. He's tackled by multiple Bombers. Let's see what the call is. Tell you what, Cox, when he runs, he's kind of like a freight train.
See, technical issues, when we have them, there's so many things that it could be, you know. It could be your hardware, it could be software. There's a whole lot of troubleshooting that we have to do real quick. Like I said, we pride ourselves on having a quality broadcast. We want it to be.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against Salem.
We want our broadcast to be as good as possible. So you guys, wherever you're at, and watch and enjoy it. Share it with family and friends.
Well, Salem, with the hold, that's going to push it back. For those tuning in too, you know, they are running a little bit behind. I think by now the 5th grade game was already supposed to have. Or no, actually we're not too far behind. But for those tuning in, we're actually going to try streaming the 5th grade game on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to try a dual stream next game, so that way you can watch it in multiple locations. We're testing out some stuff this weekend too on week 1. By week 6, we'll be rolling. Bombers with a beautiful play in the backfield. As the Bombers got, before the quarterback could even turn around and hand it off, they were all over him. That's going to be the last play here the first half. So we're going to halftime. It's a slobber knocker here at Bomber Stadium. The Greyhounds 0 and your Mountain Home Bombers 0. We'll be back shortly here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.
It is really important to do business with people that are local. One of the things that we did upon acquiring all the stores was we tried to hold on to everybody that was already working here. You can't replace experience. We build relationships, we don't build the cars. The same customers that are buying from us today were buying from us 5 years ago and 10 years ago. And those are the same customers that I want to take care of today and 5 years and 10 years from now. Shop Clay Maxey Chevrolet in Mountain Home and ClayMaxeyChevrolet.com.
Born ready. I'm born ready, Dave. We're live, pal. Dave's gonna have to step out for a minute. So I'm gonna be up here all alone, trying to run this camera. We'll try to get the scoreboard updated, but don't want to miss any action.
SALEM will start with possession of the ball.
We're gonna have to juggle a little bit here, you know. That's what we're gonna have to do. But we're gonna have to mute these mics for just a minute. As we got music playing in the background. We don't want to get kicked off of Facebook or, no, we're on YouTube. Sorry, we don't want to get kicked off. So we'll mute mics for just a minute, and we'll be back here in just a minute. All right, here we go. Music's been turned off here at the stadium, so like I say, if they doesn't take long to get kicked off of YouTube, copyrighted music, they'll get you quick. Getting ready here. Quick little handoff, a nice little run to the outside. He's still on his feet moving. And Bombers defense going to take him down. And that was number 24 carrying the ball, Brady Cox, Salem.
Brought down by Bombers number 23.
Sorry, folks, going to have to deal with me for a little bit. Dave had to step out. He'll be back in just a minute with play-by-play. Meantime, we're going to put on all the hats here. It's a beautiful day out here at Bomber Stadium. They're on our YouTube page. You guys go back and see the third grade game. We did have some technical difficulties that first game. We got them lined out for this second one. And after this game, fifth grade game, we are going to try something new. We're going to multi-stream. All right, Salem's got the ball. And the defense, Bombers, take them down.
Early ball on the quarterback keeper.
And what we mean by multi-stream is we're going to stream on both YouTube and Facebook.
No gain on the play. Brought down by number 8, Sawyer Wilson.
We bought a new program, and we're going to give it a try. Big group of parents and family showed up here to cheer on these teams. Love seeing that. A lot of sponsors stepping up to make this all possible. There we go.
And off to Greyhounds number 24, Brady Cox.
Salem just not getting very far with that ball with this Bomber defense.
Brought down by Bombers number 30, Grady Lance. Loss of a yard. 4th down and 1. That's a 4th down and 11.
You may have been able to hear the PA announcer. He's just announced it's 4th and 11.
The Greyhounds have elected to punt.
Getting ready to punt the ball off here.
Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line where the Bombers will start. 1st and 10.
What up, buddy?
David's making his way back. Well, let's get, while we're waiting, got the cheerleaders down here. Let's zoom in. They put in a lot of work today. Got a big group there. And we'll shoot over to the Salem side, try to catch them over on that. There you go.
Not too bad.
Joey, I'm breathing heavily because I forgot how far you got to run to get to the restroom here.
It's a ways.
Woo.
Yeah, and between games, there was going to be 30 minutes, but it's been more like, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, the
Because
first game went a little
bit.
long, yeah.
Everything good.
So,
His truck, the four-wheeler was probably the best thing.
Right now the Bombers 1st and 10 on the move in this scoreless game. We got to throw a shout out. We have a former guest that was on TLS in overtime, Coach Rogers, who's now over at Mountain Home. Run up the middle for the Bombers. Looks like it's going to be gain of well, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's McIntyre again, but we had a. Now, I almost said Kyle Warrior. Now, Mountain Home Bomber coach, Jamie Rogers, I think she's doing the junior high girls team.
basketball?
Yep.
Basketball, yeah.
So we got to see a blast from the past.
You got a big guest coming up soon on TLS in overtime.
Right. Must see TV. Colton Theron-Vaught. He's going to be joining us soon. He's an MMA fighter and professional wrestler. He's one to watch in the MMA world. He's really shooting up. So looking forward to watching him.
Extremely athletic guy.
Yes, very athletic. Now 2nd down and 10. Under 5 minutes to go.
Dave, while you're gone, I'll let the folks out there that have joined us, let them know that we will be trying to multi-stream the next game.
Now, did you tell these people on here, say, hey, guys, this is an interactive broadcast. This isn't like the old school broadcast. We want to see some comments. Let us know if you're watching and if you're going for the Greyhounds. Say, go Greyhounds. If there's a player on either team you want us to give a shout-out for, go for it.
Yeah, let us know who you're cheering for.
Yeah, we'd love to see your comments. Well, see, Coach Rogers was telling us earlier, I used the phrase earlier, you'll get nothing and like it. That's from the movie Caddyshack, and I think her husband's a big, they're big, we know they're big golfers, so that's why if they're golfers, they got to love, the movie Caddyshack. No. That's a Caddyshack phrase.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I mean, if you're a golfer, well, I consider myself, I play golf all the time, but I'm more in the phrase of like the Bill Murray and the Chevy Chase of it. I'm going to have fun. You get those guys that get out there, they take it too serious.
Kind of like, we took the non-serious approach on our live streams. We want it to be professional, but have fun.
Yeah, you got to have a little fun. And here goes
Absolutely.
the Bombers going to the outside. I believe that's number 12. The numbers are getting bigger. I'll be able to really read them good by the next game. I was way off on that one. Yeah, I definitely need to get some glasses because that was way off.
So are you having a problem seeing in a distance, or is it up close?
It's
Like
kind of a
reading?
mixture of both. I
Is
think I'm
it?
just going. Yeah, I think I'm just.
You're just going all in.
Yeah, I might as well just go all the way. But right now the Bombers need to go all the way. 4th and 5. Ball on the 49 in this scoreless battle back and forth. Honestly, one score might win this game.
2 hours.
2 minutes and 11 seconds left.
So we got a player trying to tie his shoe. There's a huge crowd that's come out here. Then you got Holy Smokes Barbecue out here. They have the ice cream, like an ice cream truck over there, snow cones type truck. Then you got Clay Maxey. You think you're at a Razorback game. You go out there, got this big monster tent, big TV.
Yeah, I got some vehicles out there. Got the TV set up. Got tables, chairs.
I mean, it's a pretty sweet setup they have here at the Bomber Football League here. There's McIntyre trying to break a tackle, but he is taken down. This is a good defensive battle. These teams are.
Yeah, while you were gone, that's what I was. Salem, they couldn't get very far for Bombers. With just the defense would just be all over them. Yeah, this is a defensive battle here for sure.
This is definitely a hard-hitting slobber knocker. Both these teams just laying the smackdown on each other on the offensive and defensive lines.
Hey, you were talking a minute ago about the setup, and it's impressive out here. It's very well organized. They were saying, I believe there's over 300 kids involved.
Wow.
So it's a big program, lot to manage.
Yeah, because they have multiple teams. They have blue and gold. They have, I mean, we're just seeing like the blue teams today. There's multiple teams out here.
They did a good job up here in the press box. They had you all set up and had the rosters for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
how you like that?
Yeah, now if I could just read the numbers, we'd be great. But
We'll go to Walmart and get you some readers.
actually, I have some.
Do
I
you?
just don't wear them. Run up the middle by number 24, Cox. Cox maybe gets about a half a yard, so it's going to be a 2nd and 9. Clock running down. That's probably going to be the last play here in the third quarter. As basically, if someone scores, they're going to win this game. It's wide open right now, 0-0. Great matchup here at Bomber Stadium here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As clock's going to run down 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to the fourth quarter here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.
We're moving right along.
Moving right along right now, 0-0 here on TLSN. We'll be back in a minute with the fourth quarter of this fourth grade matchup.
Are you ready?
We're back here. David, we're live, huh, pal?
Yeah, we're live,
back
pal.
live. We'll have to watch it, keep talking, or we're going to have to mute the mics for a second again. They got some music playing in the background here. We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube
Well,
for
just keep
copyright.
talking. You go, no.
Oh, just, is that what we do? No.
Caddyshack, since we're talking to Coach Rogers about Caddyshack.
That's what you got to do. Just keep talking.
Which I do got to throw a shout out. Coach Rogers, we wish her well. Hope everything goes good for her over here in Mountain Home. I know she'll do a tremendous job.
Yep.
She did a good job over at Cotter with the volleyball team over there, but wish her well on it. And her husband, he's out there listening. Shout out to him. I know he's a big Caddyshack fan, so that's why I'm throwing out the no for him.
Well, keeps us from getting kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah. There's a run to the outside. It's Cox. He's just
Man,
barely.
he's still on his feet.
And off the Greyhounds, number
I was like,
24, Brady.
I'm not going down.
I mean, Cox is a hard runner. And he's down right now. I mean, he took some big hits there, but he wasn't.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, it took a lot of hits.
This has been a hard-hitting This is like the old Packers and the Bears back in the day. Except we're not on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. We're on the warm tundra of the Mountain Home Bombers.
Checking on them.
Which, speaking about that, they'll be back. A lot of games scheduled up. I'm really looking forward to October 28th, guys. Bomber fans on here, circle that on your calendar. Mountain Home versus Harrison. I've already heard some Harrison parents already talking smack on that one. So, yeah, looking forward to covering that one. That's going to be fun. That's going to be on October 28th. And then also, they're going to be back here. Well, actually, it looks like they're on the road next week at Thayer and Salem, but then I guess we'll be back here on the 23rd.
That's right.
So 23rd versus Melbourne. That should be some good matchups here on the TLSN.
Yeah, we still got a lot of football to cover here.
Yeah, next
Bomber
Thursday
youth
night.
football.
Next Thursday night, too, we got junior high football. We're going to be covering Yellville Summit. Then the week after that, it's senior high football. So we're going to have a lot of football.
A lot of football. A lot of games we're putting in, a lot of time.
Yeah, someone was going around saying they're doing more football games than us this year. I was like, no, let's add in these right here. Let's see who's doing more now, pal. That was my only dig for the show, Joe. I'm trying to keep it. Good penetration there again by the Bombers. Going to be a loss of a yard.
Keep it classy, San Diego.
Yeah, trying to keep it classy, Mountain Home. Mountain Home keeps it classy. The Mountain Home Harrison one, though, that one's going to be the game we're going to do, though. They're already talking smack on it. I got a coworker whose kid is on the Harrison team, and she's all upset because Harrison lost to Mountain Home. She keeps saying over and over, 11 out of 12, 11 out of 12, because they had won like 11 out of the last 12 years. I'm like, that's what you got to go to when you lose. So we got a player down on the field. So while they're checking on that player, this has been a hard-hitting game. So let's go and run a few sponsor ads. Guys, without these sponsors, we could not cover these ball games, such as Yelcott. I appreciate Yelcott for being a sponsor. I'll let you use that
And
one.
Baxter Health. Got Tobias Pugley's over there, Baxter Health. We appreciate him. And Arkansas First Bail Bonds.
Hopefully you don't have to call them, but if you need to, call First Arkansas Bail Bonds.
And 1014.
Greyhounds have elected to punt.
Hear, believe, preach, and see, 10-14.
So you did a good job. You seen that?
Yeah, I had to put my nose basically to the screen.
All these sponsors you're seeing, these are the sponsors for the Mountain Home Bomber Youth Football Program. Us, being me and Dave, the Twin Lake Sports Network, we have our sponsors that help us to bring local high school sports. We cover Yellville, Flippin, Cotter.
Yeah, they need to go on, like our Facebook page and subscribe to this YouTube page. And then when we go live, they get a notification we're going live.
Yeah, you could set notifications to turn it on. Or like I said, that way there you know when we are doing a live event. I like it's a live sports broadcast.
Interactive sports broadcast. Speaking of interactive, the Bombers need to get interactive right now. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in a scoreless game. Honestly, a score will probably win the game if they could bust open a play here. They're looking to throw. The pass is up. It is off the fingertips.
One play could change everything.
As Wilson passed just a little bit high, but off the fingertips. As everyone was holding their breath while that ball was in the air. Yeah, one play will win the game, honestly.
Yeah.
So. .646 to go here in the fourth. And, of course, Joey, it is one of the first games of the year. Offense usually takes a little bit longer to get running compared to defense. Usually early in the season, it's always defensive battles. Now quarterback keeper, he gets around the corner. Tries to cut back. Nice wrap up and tackle by number 24. Cox with the tackle.
Defense on both sides looking really good. Hey,
Wilson with the quarterback keeper.
defense so far on both sides have just shut the offense completely down.
So now it's a third down and about 4 yards. So this is a very makeable third down play.
Dave, we'll have 10 minutes or less between games, and I'm going to see if I can't get our other camera back up and working. The encoder was giving some problems, so we had to shut it down. But I'm going to work on it and see if I can't get it going again.
Yeah, Brent Edens, too, he just said, looks and sounds great, guys. On the way to West Plains with the Bomber Gold. That's where the Bomber Gold squads are playing today.
Okay.
So good luck to them. Here's another pass in the air. Pass is incomplete, so now a fourth down. So now are the Bombers going to punt it, or are they going to go for it on 4th and 3 with 5:18 to go?
Dave, if you were the coach, big decision maker, what do you do?
I'm a gambler, so I would say, hey, this home crowd, you're going to give them to make some noise, I would go for it. But
You're going for it. Well, let's see what they decide down here, the real coaches.
But a smart coach would probably do something different than what I do. But, you know. But, no, it looks like the Bombers are going to go for it. So
see.
You got to go for the win at home.
There you go.
And their defense has just been, no one's going to kick any field goals. So I think it's a smart play here by the Bombers. And looks like they got an offsides. It's going to be against Salem, so a first down for the Bombers. Gutsy call by Dallas Blaisdell.
Tell you what, worked out for them right there, didn't it? And we got 4 more attempts here.
Well, now we're going to call Dallas Blaisdell is now known as the Gambler, so we're going to call him the Gambler the rest of the season.
That one pays off.
Yeah, that one pays off big. You need to take Dallas and go buy some lottery tickets after the game. Now 1st and 10, so the Bombers 4 minutes, though. They're going to have to move pretty quickly. They still got their timeouts. Still have all 3 timeouts. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Penalty marker on the field and multiple players down.
Yeah, we've seen how the clock handled Salem that last game. It was their enemy.
And unfortunately, the offsides is going to be against the Bombers, so they give it and take it away.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
5-yard penalty, still going to be first down, but it's going to move back 5 yards.
Back and forth we go.
Well, that's what the slobber knocker. People ask me, say, hey, Dave, what's a slobber knocker? The slobber knocker is one of those games. It's not one of those offensive pretty games. It's one of those games where they're just laying it down on each other, and that's what these guys are doing. They're just out there just popping each other. A lot of big hits in this game, especially for 4th grade. Under center. Run, breaks a tackle. Nice cutback. Got a little bit of room. Breaks another tackle. He can go all the way. He's getting some room. And it is gone. Touchdown, Mountain Home Bombers.
That's what we've been waiting for, that one play, Dave.
McIntyre takes it all the way to the house, 72 yards, and the Bombers are on the board.
The sea parted there.
Beautiful cutback and run. And the Bombers, they got a couple good blocks on there, opened it up, and now 2:33 to go. We got our first score of the game. As McIntyre, he's had a big game, and that was a big run for the Bombers. Now they're 2 minutes and 33 seconds away from the win. Of course, after this, there'll be about a 10-minute break. We'll end this stream. Right now, important conversion here, 2-point conversion for the Bombers. And I think you said it right on the spot, Joey. It was like the Red Sea parting right there. It just opened up, and McIntyre took it to the house.
Let's see. They're not going to get their extra points here.
Yeah, two-point conversion is no good, as number 18, Galt, was all over that. So now, can the Mountain Home defense hold them? They're up 6-0. As number 33, Parrish McIntyre, in that run, you couldn't stop him. You could only hope to contain him.
And the Mountain Home Bomber side is all excited over here. You got the cheerleaders cheering. You got parents in the stands clapping and dancing. You got some excitement going on over here at Bomber Stadium, Dave.
Yeah, this place is rocking and rolling.
Dylan Conley down over on the PA doing a great job.
On that Bomber offensive line, that last possession worked very well together.
Now it's time for Salem to come back to take possession of the ball and see what they can do.
Yeah, Salem, they got to go 75 yards and 2:33 to tie it up.
I can promise neither team came to lose, so.
The Bombers, though, that they had a 4th and 3, decided to go for it, got an offside penalty that kept them alive, and then 2 plays after that, McIntyre takes it all the way.
Here they go.
Comes Cox.
He breaks a tackle, they ain't gonna break those ones.
Good play there by the Bombers. They sealed off that outside.
Yeah, defense did a good job getting over there to the sideline and stopping them.
Yeah, nice play. That was number 8, Sawyer Wilson, the quarterback.
2nd down.
You hear the coaches out there yelling, we got to hold them, we got to hold them.
Clock now down to 2 minutes, look like, or 1 minute 58 seconds.
They've got to move fast here.
Probably going to use one of their timeouts.
Clock is minute and 58.
Actually, it looks like they're resetting it to 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Got 2 minutes here.
Pretty sure they had a timeout on the field. They just hadn't announced.
Hadn't announced it.
I would assume it's probably Salem called the timeout.
Yeah, coaches need to talk it over with their men down there in the field. I think they got a plan here, Dave.
So they got Cox in the backfield.
Let's see what they do.
Cox has had a couple big runs. Looks like they're going to throw it. Pass is almost intercepted. As Salem looking like they're trying to throw it with 1:56 to go.
Pass is incomplete.
Coach got excited down on the sideline there. He thought, oh, we almost had it.
The pass is incomplete, so now 3rd down and 6.
We have a result of the third grade game over in West Plains. Final score, West Plains 34, Mountain Home Gold 24.
So in the 3rd grade game, we just got a score, 3rd grade gold game over in West Plains. West Plains took the victory in the 3rd grade gold game over Mountain Home 34-24. As yeah, there's 2 squads. There's a blue and a gold squad. The gold squad is in West Plains today. And here comes Cox, trying to get around the defense, slicing around, but then he is hit hard. Nice tackle. Good run by Cox, but Mountain Home defense staying at home.
4th down and 3.
So now 4th down and 3. See if they can close this one out. Mountain Home can go to 2-0.
Salem offense coming back to the line.
Going to the left hash mark, so they move it over. Of course, you're just 1 play away from busting it here. They give it to Cox. Cox cuts back. It's going to be close. Looks like he's going to be. It looks like they're marking him as a 1st down.
All right.
Yeah, they signal first down.
First
so
down.
nice run by
On the
Cox.
play is a Greyhounds first down. Timeout, Salem.
So Salem calls a timeout.
This is their first timeout.
That's their first timeout. It was actually,
remaining.
apparently they have a 2-minute warning in here, so that's what that 2-minute stoppage was a minute ago, we were told. So it's going to be first timeout. 1:03 to go. It's a tight one here at Bomber Stadium. Salem 0, Mountain Home Bombers 6. We'll be right back. All right, guys, back to the field here. Fourth quarter, 1 minute, 3 seconds to go. Bombers right now up 6-0. Salem needs to go 65 yards to tie this thing up. Of course, in youth football, that's one play away. Looks like they're going to throw it. Quarterback is scrambling. Ball's up in the air. Almost intercepted. Just off the fingertips of Johnson, number 4.
Ridley Gault's pass is incomplete. Result of the play is 2nd and 10.
So incomplete pass. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. The Mountain Home defense put a lot of pressure on Galt as he was trying to make that throw. Galt shows he's got a pretty good spiral. He can throw on the ball, and he can get that ball moving. But as much pressure as they can put on them defensively. Now this is Cox at quarterback. Cox with the throw, and that pass is knocked down. So they switch quarterbacks up for that play. Now that's going to be
Gault's pass is incomplete.
3rd down.
Our Nation get loud. It's 3rd down.
Right now the Bombers 2 plays away. Well, right now I know the 4th grade gold team, they're coached by Justin Coleman, Rob Coleman, and Trevor McCanich. And if I said that wrong, I apologize. But I think they're actually playing right now up in West Plains. And if this is your first time watching the Bomber Youth Football League, follow them on Facebook. Check out their Facebook page. Also, if you're watching online and you haven't done it yet, subscribe to our YouTube page. Not just for Bomber Youth Football, but we cover all sorts of sports. As here comes Cox. Again, trying to get around the corner. There's flags. Looks like this one might come back. Cox, though, he's getting a good run. Taking it into Bomber territory. Breaks the tackle. They say he steps out of bounds. But there's a flag back in the area of potential holding. We'll see what the call is on it. But Cox almost took that one all the way. And it is a hold against Salem, against the Greyhounds. That's coming back.
That's a tough break.
So that's going to move Salem back even further with 38 seconds to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pair of leopard printed blue light glasses turned into the press box. If you're missing your blue light / reading glasses that are leopard
Maybe I should go over. Dylan just announced they have reading glasses that have been lost. Maybe I should go over and borrow them so I can see the numbers better. So here we go, 38 seconds.
Lost and Found's been busy today.
They have. Both Cox and Galt have had a big game for Salem.
Zoom right in here. Get it close up on this action here.
Galt's going to throw it. Completed pass to Cox. Cox goes the other way, breaks the tackle. He gets into the secondary. Nice run by Cox. So now 19 seconds to go. Salem's making this interesting. Beautiful pass from Galt to Cox.
This is their second timeout.
Nicely designed play, and now they're going to be in Bomber territory with 19 seconds to go. Probably have time for realistically 2 plays.
Yeah. Well, we have to mute the mics here. They got some
we got
music playing, so
we'll be
mute
right
the
back
mics and
here on
take a little
TLSN.
break.
All right, we're back. 19 seconds to go. Salem comes to the line. It's like Salem ended up.
Play recovered by Salem. Timeout. Greyhounds.
It's like a fumble on the play, but Salem got a timeout immediately, so only 3 seconds burnt on that play.
Play is second down and 11.
So now it's going to be second down and 11. 16 seconds to go here on TLSN.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got to mute the mics, guys, when music starts playing. So when we mute, you guys know what's up.
Back to the action.
4th down, 2nd and 16. Galt gets it off to Cox.
Oh.
Cox drops it. That's going to probably be an incomplete pass. That's going to be 3rd down. Only took 4 seconds.
Emily Galt's pass intended for number 24, Brady Cox, incomplete.
So the Bomber defense right now doing a really good job here as Salem's trying everything. They're throwing the ball. They're running the ball.
Bomber Nation get loud. It's 3rd down.
So now 3rd down.
I think if I was coaching, I would at least do it backwards.
As this has been a fun day of calling. This is the second of a quadruple header. We got 2 more games after this.
You gotta make them work. Tackle as a team.
As Salem coming to the line, 12 seconds to go. They still have, actually that was their last timeout, so this will probably be the last play of the game. They try to get it over to Cox, incomplete. Since he threw that fast, they'll probably get another one now. Now it'll be 4th down. So this will be the last play of the game. They have no more timeouts, as they are 51 yards away from tying this game up. Of course, they just ran a play a minute ago. If it wasn't for the holding penalty, I mean, it was probably going to be about a 40, 50-yard run. So Galt comes to the line.
Coach down directing traffic again. Getting players lined up where they're supposed to be. We're ready.
All right, here we go. 8 seconds. This is it. Galt going back. He's throwing it. He heaves it up in the air. Incomplete. With 3 seconds to go, the Bombers are going to take possession. And the Bombers should be able to do a victory formation here and take the victory 6-0 in our second game here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Good performance by both teams. It was a hard-hitting defensive battle, but Mountain Home, they had that one really big play by Parrish McIntyre, number 33, who took it all the way. Now a victory formation.
Remember, after this game, we'll shut down the stream and start a new one.
There's a victory formation for the Bombers. So the Bombers right now, they got 2 out of 2. They take the victory. And we're going to close this stream out in a minute. We'll be back with 5th grade football right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.